Today on CCX News, a closer look at so-called sacred settlements. Twin Cities churches have started building them to help the homeless. Now, a Maple Grove church is opening up about its plan. The new effort underway in Maple Grove is being met with both support and concern. Kevin Miller spoke with both the Maple Grove Church and city leaders.
Whenever I go there for the annual Angel of Hope remembrance, I do think of her. On some level, to me, it feels like her funeral each time.
The Angel of Hope site in Maple Grove is a place to remember loved ones.
So it is personal. I do think of Debbie a lot.
For Maple Grove City Council member Christy Janigo, the memorial bricks here bring back memories of a friend.
Debbie was a person experiencing homelessness. She tried other living scenarios, but it just wasn't right for her. And as a woman, she very much feared the shelter system. And she died by suicide because, people were cruel to her as a woman experiencing homelessness.
A Maple Grove church is also keeping people experiencing homelessness in their thoughts.
One of the ways we practice and follow the way of Jesus is by serving the poor, the marginalized.
The Church of the Open Door is planning to build a community of 12 tiny homes for the homeless population.
We say this is permanent housing that provides us a stability that a lot of people who have experienced homelessness don't have in their life.
The state legislature approved a bill last year allowing these tiny homes, also called sacred communities. Local governments, like the Maple Grove City Council, can't stop them from being built. Despite that, church officials say safety is a priority.
We aren't able to accommodate people who have a sexual offense in their background or have a violent criminal history. We just can't provide housing for people who have that background.
Some neighbors aren't convinced. They've spoke with the city council and organized in a group called No Settlement Maple Grove.
While the name of our organization, No Settlement Maple Grove, may seem strong, our message is clear. No sacred settlement should proceed without meaningful community engagement and input.
The issue is also finding concern at the state capitol. Representative Kristen Robbins is drafting a bill to give cities more local control.
They'd have more input and can request changes to the church's plan if they see it's in the interest of the community.
As for Janigo,
I do think it will meet a need in our community and bring some safety to people and a better life to some people.
Kevin Miller, CCX News.
We're getting a closer look at the number of impaired drivers taken off the road during the recent holiday enforcement effort. Minnesota police, deputies, and state troopers made more than 2,000 DWI arrests from November 27th through December 31st. Officers in Brooklyn Park arrested one person with a blood alcohol content of 0.38. That's nearly 5 times the legal limit and the highest number reported in the metro area. Their simple message to folks: if you're impaired from drugs or alcohol, plan for a sober ride. A day to celebrate the life of a Plymouth City Council member is now set. Jim Davis died earlier this month of a rare genetic disorder that affects small blood vessels. Davis was 70 years old. He served on the City Council from 2017 until last year when he resigned for health reasons. A celebration of his life will take place Saturday, February 1st at the Plymouth Community Center. Pets under police security in Maple Grove is the first step to safety for many animals. And now, for the first time, it's sharing the names of the rescues that help bring hundreds of lost pets home. Emily Haugen takes a closer look.
It's hard to find a moment of silence inside the Pets Under Police security building.
We have, 10 in here currently.
That chaos is purposeful. PUPS collects animals found by police throughout the northwest suburbs. Animal Containment Coordinator Cassandra Bozer says the group's goal is to bring pets home to their families. But now more than ever, that sometimes doesn't happen.
We've unfortunately just had fewer owners calling looking for their pets.
But PUPS can only hold 20 cats and 20 dogs, plus a few little critters. PUPS can't do adoptions, so that's where their rescue partners come in. PUPS publicly shared the final rescue numbers of the year for the first time in early January.
So I think, the more communication, the more information that gets out there, the better chance we have of getting animals out of here quickly and into rescue that don't end up going back home.
More than half of the 1,000 animals they take in go to those rescues. Minnesota-based Heading Home K9 took the most dogs.
Looking at the numbers, without them helping us, we would have had a lot more dogs.
Heading Home K9 is a foster-based rescue. Natalie Miller is one of the rescue's founding members.
It's helping the community. So we should always, help the community first.
Her cat companion, Frank, came from PUPS. Miller's a foster mom herself, with dogs Rookie and Muttley Crew. Her brother-in-law also took in another friend, Ranger.
Rookie was super scared, skittish little dog when we first pulled him. And watching his personality blossom, that's like a reward of itself.
It's the small contributions of shelters like these that put these pets in loving homes, close to home.
PUPS is one of many animal impounds throughout Minnesota, all of whom transfer pets to different rescues. If you'd like to see the full PUPS transfer list, we'll post it at ccxmedia.org. The city of Maple Grove swore in a new council member Tuesday night. Mike Ostaffi received the oath of office. Ostaffi is one of 2 new members on the council. John McCullough was sworn in at the previous council meeting. Before serving on the city council, Ostaffi served on the Maple Grove Planning Commission and the Osseo Area School Board. Finally this segment, a new restaurant is coming to Maple Grove, one that has found success in other parts of the country. KPOT Korean Barbecue and Hot Pot plans to open in Maple Grove, just south of the Golden Corral restaurant. This would be the franchise's first location in Minnesota. The Hot Pot concept has become increasingly popular in the U.S. This one blends Korean barbecue flavors. The restaurant expects to open the first week of March.
The Hopkins and Wayzata boys basketball teams will almost certainly play each other 3 times this season, twice in the conference and then again in the Section 6 playoffs. The first of those meetings took place Tuesday.
A full house at Wayzata High School Tuesday to see the 3rd-ranked Trojans at home to take on the number 2 Royals. Early first half, J.J. Semenko up with the jumper in the lane and hits for 2 of his 18 points. Royals lead 12-9. Wayzata goes on a scoring run from here. Wide Macbeth to an open Sam Mose in the corner, hits for 3. Trojans up by 6. Then in transition, the long pass tipped a couple of times and then comes to Macbeth, who banks in 2 of his 17 points, capping a 16-2 scoring run for Wayzata. Late first half, Jaden Moore drives to the basket for Hopkins, scores and is fouled. Moore with 9 first-half points. Wayzata leads Hopkins 39-36 at halftime. Second half, Christian Wiggins goes from the wing into the paint and hits the fadeaway jumper for 2. 28 points in the game for the Wayzata junior. Trojans lead by 5. Hopkins answers by scoring 10 of the next 12 points. Anthony Smith lays in 2 of his 24 points here. Later, it's Ahmed Noor with a great spin move on the baseline to score and draw the foul. Game is tied at 61 with 8.5 minutes to play. But Wayzata scores the next 9 points, including this driving layup by Nolan Anderson, as the Trojans knock off previously unbeaten Hopkins 93-80.
Obviously they have a lot of playmakers, a lot of shot makers, so we just focused on taking care of the ball, defending each guy personally, and then just playing Wayzata basketball offensively, moving the ball, looking for shooters.
On the girls' side of the Wayzata and Hopkins basketball matchup, it's another top 10 showdown between the Trojans and Royals. Chaz Moots has the highlights.
In the last 20 years, Wayzata has only beat Hopkins 5 times, and none of those wins were on the road. Early first half, good passing on a fast break from the Royals. Lauren Hilsheim sinks the 3. She led Hopkins with 16. Wayzata answering back on the other end. Sophie Hawkinson drive kick. Annika Kieser spot up 3, 13 points from her. It was pretty back and forth in the first half. A lot of trading buckets. Inara Nesbitt and 1. Hopkins led by 4 at halftime. Second half, Irma Walker had 14 points on the night for the Royals, including this and 1, but it was Wayzata that went on a run shortly after. Hawkinson in transition, left all alone from 3, not going to miss many of those. Then Martin Day finds Allie Burns in the paint for 2 of her 10. That put Wayzata up 54-50. Hopkins known for their excellent and opportunistic defense, but on this possession, it's Hawkinson making a play. The North Dakota State commit led all scores with 19, but dishes here to Ellie Howard. Wayzata got up by as much as 8 points with 2 minutes to play. play, but the Royals clawing back. Malia White triple, that cut the lead down to 2 with 35 seconds to play. After a Wayzata turnover, the Trojans come up with a big stop defensively, and that would seal it 73-70, a big win for Wayzata.
It's a great feeling. I mean, it's been a while since I beat them, and so I think we all wanted it really bad, but I think our team, we really needed a game like that to show everyone what we're made of.
In Minnetonka, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
The Champlin Park Coon Rapids girls hockey team is having a strong season. The Bluebirds aimed for their 6th win in their past 8 games Tuesday.
The Bluebirds on the road Tuesday to take on the Rogers Royals. Late first period, Caitlin Easton skates out front of the Rogers net with the puck and scores on her own rebound. CPCR leads 1-0 after 1 and Easton's 5th goal of the season. The Royals tie it early in the second. Claire Lauer wins the race to the loose puck and rifles a shot into the top corner of the Rebels' net for a goal. It's 1-1 with just under 12 minutes to go in the second. Rogers goalie Claire Kinneberg helps keep it that way for a long time. A save here on a point-blank shot from June Semling. Third period, Tessa Bowden with a breakaway, and Kinneberg makes another of her 39 saves. But the Bluebirds do get one more past her. Lily McKenzie to Semling alone in front, and she nets her team-high 28th goal of the season there. Champlin Park Coon Rapids wins it over Rogers 2-1. Bluebirds are now 14-7-1 on the season. John Jacobson, CCX Sports.